I can't do what's streaming yet. Yeah, now it is. Hello everyone. Okay, this is gonna be my more official review of I don't know, with the movie specifically. So, yeah. I think it was a great movie. Not without its flaws, and not like I guess the best movie of the year so far. Compared to most other movies that are not only coming out around this time, as well as I just see advertising for, I think it's really good. It's a really interesting psychological viewing of not only psychological viewing but also commentary on isolation. I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers because I've heard that Mark doesn't want spoilers. This is what I've heard. So I'll avoid. But just based on the game, it's really cool to see like the camera, like minor spoiler, but it's like bit into the scene. You learn that the camera is actually radiation. It's like a massive dose of radiation. It gives someone like radiation poisoning instantly from one flash. And I think the scene where it shows what the picture he took of it was is so good. And then them exploring the like implications of him doing that. It was done so well. It was done so well. That is genuinely my favorite part of the movie. And it's so cool to see like the terminal get like not just the beginning for them to like use books, but it come into play later. They even like reference the SM8, which is like a hidden thing in the game itself. They explore different parts of the submarine. I think it's done really well. I do think they could cut some stuff at the beginning and change some of the costume design. For example, he starts at the beginning, like this is very, very beginning, but he starts off at the beginning with a ton of his like prisoner clothes because you know you're a convict in Iron Lung. So he starts off with his like convict clothing, and it covers a lot of his face for some scenes. So I kind of took it as it's him slowly opening up and us slowly learning more about him as he like removes some of his clothing. But I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I don't know. It just felt like too much. You couldn't see his face for a bit of the beginning, and it was like I'd rather see what he looks like. I'd rather see see his expression, see how he's reacting to this. Because he has like a big like piece of cloth in front of his mouth. Like I can't see what's happening if there's a massive piece of cloth in front of his mouth. I can't see his reaction. I can't see what he's like his emotions are a big part of this. It's about the isolation. Like a big focus on what he's feeling. And if you can't see what he's feeling for a chunk of it, I don't know. I loved how much they used the flashing light mechanic from this as a big source of light here. I thought it was really good. I did think, because this is like kind of like really useless, but you in the movie you're able to hold down the button for continual flashes, so it just flashes, prints it, and then flashes again. And I thought that was just weird. I didn't really see a point to it. I love a bunch of the homages to the game. I was like really enjoying that. With like minor hinting that the sub was used before with this. I don't think it was. I think it was just an old sub and someone on the team. But stuff like that, like the computer usage, everything. It was just really interesting to see. My friend that I went to watch it with, he said that it would have been better if they used like the Nemo suit or use some of the like the older diver suits. But I honestly disagree with that. I just think I liked what he was wearing. I did really think like peasant Markiplier. You could really stack them. I was thinking like peasant Markiplier, which did take away from it. I don't think his acting was really good, and I think he did incredibly well. I love all that they changed with the submarine. All of it was done just impeccably. even in the movie, they start off like the map being like here and you have to go around. So they kind of like show like, damn, this is useless, this is useless, and then when they get to here, they're like, oh my god, there's something there. Because at that point in the game, you see like bones. So they very like very homage-esque to it, which I think was done really well. I think it developed a lot of the world a lot more, but I also felt like, I don't know, so much of the movie is just from his perspective, and then we get like flashbacks to his past that is just really loosely explained, and I don't feel like, I feel like if they're gonna they kind of got in a weird space where it's like we know nothing. We know just enough to wish we knew more, but not enough to be like, damn, I understood what happened. It is very up to interpretation, but it's like, it feels like it's meant to play such an important role in the story, but we just don't know it to you and say like, oh, that I see why that was should have played an important role. I don't know. It's just weirdly done. I think most of it's done well though. I do want to say I do think most of it's done well. It's really interesting how they both explore like the inside of the sub or stuff like that. I'm a little confused why they kept talking about like, I feel like there's symbolism that I'm just missing with a bunch of things in the movie. This might be just me like over exaggerating it like people did with Stranger Things. I don't know. At the beginning he keeps talking about how hot he is, and I never understood why. It kind of felt like useless. Some of the interactions were like weird, and then they got better. I don't know. I love how ambiguous a lot of the movie was. Where it's like, is he going insane? Is he kind of like, what's real, what's not? And me and my friend like argued for like an hour afterward. Like, is it real? Is it not? There's one thing I'm gonna say. Like the oxygen level goes down as it like just does. Picture as it does like in the game, and I feel like, and at one point the oxygen level goes up, but I don't know why. My first thought was like maybe oxygen in the blood because it's like human blood around him, and it's obvious that this movie was one of like the biggest uses of fake blood, which I think they used amazingly. All the monsters and creatures were done really well. Just some of it was just a little weird. Look, you think I'm like in this loop? No, I think I'm here. I have no idea where I am on the map. I'm not even gonna do like guess the angle. But yeah, I think it was all in all really good movie. I think it's worth the watch. My friend kept comparing it to the Space Odyssey, where it kind of requires multiple watch throughs to really like enjoy and see all the nuances of it. And I've never watched a Space Odyssey, but I can see that because I feel like I would just want to rewatch it just to be like, just to define where he's going crazy, where he's not. I don't know. I just thought some of it was just like I don't think the oxygen meter should have ever gone up. I feel like that changed nothing for the story. Like I know in like writing stuff like this, you're supposed to have like a back and forth. What gives you hope takes away that hope. Like a back and forth, and they do that really well. But I don't think increasing the oxygen is something they should have done for like a slight hopeful moment. Because it really didn't feel like it changed much in the movie. I feel like they could have done I feel like the game could do this too. This is my overall critique of everything I Long. The oxygen meter just isn't utilized well. It's always at like weird times and not super consistent. Like, actually, how about this? In the game, this is something I want to say in the game that they also do. I guess minus spoiler warning. There's a bit of fire in the back of the ship. If you played the game, you know there's gonna be fire. It says like careful of sparks and fire. Like obviously there's gonna be fire at some point. And I really think that they should have like held off this until it's like after the fire and after it gets really angry because of the fire. They did like oxygen used up. Because I would have used up the oxygen as well. So I feel like it would have just been like a real good back to back to back. Really hammering home the dire moment. Anyway, I think that's all for my review. I wanted to make this really concise. So that is my roughly 11-minute, 11-second review of Iron Lung. I think it's a really good watch. I don't think you have to watch it. I think I enjoyed some of Markiplier's other works more, but I think for a self-funded movie, it's absolutely phenomenal. Like, this is better than multi-million-dollar... I mean, it was like a $3 million budget. But this is better... Oops. This is better than some of the other, like, This is better than most other multi-million-dollar movies. Like, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Only comparable to, like, Sinners. And even then, Sinners is like, you watch it once, you kind of understand all that's happening, and you... Like, that's just, like, a good solo watch. This is one that you can re-watch. It's really interesting. I don't know. That's going to be it for me. And I hope one enjoys the watch of Iron Lung. I'd 100% recommend watching it.